we're having a lot of humor on this podcast that your mother is not going to appreciate.
Oh, yeah, she's giving up on me. Hello, who do we got on the line?
This is Jake.
Jake. What's up, Jake?
What's going on, guys?
Not too much. We're just sitting here, hanging out, doing the thing, doing the deal. What's going on with you?
Oh, not much. I'm actually at work, but I'd rather be talking to you guys.
Well,
So,
where do you work?
I work in Arizona. I work in water resources, actually.
Water resources.
That's quite the job out there. There's not much water.
It's not a great time to be in it.
Hard to find
if you guys
water
got
in
any
the
water-
desert. Yeah.
No, don't come for the
Yeah.
Great Lakes, Jake. Don't come for them now.
Well, I'm coming in October, and that's what I need the advice on. I'm coming out in October and bringing my buddy for his first. Unfortunately, he's a Patriots fan.
Oh, jeez.
But I'm bringing him out for. I know, unbelievable, right?
Yeah. Remind them about
We're gonna come out and see
1997, by the way. That's when the Packers beat the Patriots 35-21 in Super Bowl 31. Desmond Howard had that beautiful punt return. Anyway, just remind them about that.
Yeah, Reggie White, what, 3 sacks, 2.5, 3 sacks?
You got it.
Like
You got it.
But then he always comes back with the NFC Championship games that should have been won that would have set up other matches.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a story as old as time. The Packers make it to the NFC Championship, and then they lose.
That's enough out of Myles.
Yeah.
So what is your question for when you guys come here to the great Midwest?
So I want to know what we should be doing. We scheduled a tour of the stadium. I've come to a few games before, but I've never officially tailgated. So I don't even know where to start when I get out there. Am I just going to be welcome everywhere, or do I need to leave my buddy somewhere else? Or
No, this is great. This is great. You're coming to Lambeau Field for your first tailgate. Have you guys never tailgated, period? Or have you never tailgated at Lambeau?
Never tailgated at Lambeau.
Okay. All right.
So I did the tailgate party over at, what is it, was it Race Center? Resch Center?
Yeah, over at the Resch Center. Sure, you did the tailgate party, but you've never done an official Packers tailgate. Well, I think let's broaden this out here because Myles has tailgated quite a bit in Iowa, so I think we can give you the 5 things everybody needs at their Midwest tailgate.
Number one, let's get it out of the way. Number 1, beer.
Number 1, beer. You've got to be fully stocked, and you should have options. I'm just going to say that. I know Myles is a no options guy,
options, but
I think
number 2, you need to have meat.
Okay, what's going on here? You get 1 and 2. You think? I mean, it was bold taking 1, Myles.
I said we got to get it out of the way. We're trying.
Our first fight on this podcast. Jeez Louise.
So number 1, you want beer.
Those are the 2 most important, obviously.
Yeah, beer and meat. And you got to get good bratwurst.
So hold on. So number 1, you need beer. Number 2, you need meat. That is the standard at every single tailgate. Then 3, 4, 5, you can get a little creative, Charlie. What do you got for number 3?
Okay, fine. So you do need, if you're at Lambeau, you're gonna need a Bloody Mary bar, the full-on setup.
I like that.
And do not skimp on the
There's no skimping at Lambeau.
No,
right?
you better have cheese curds there to put in the Bloody Mary bar. You better have pickles. You better have relish, horseradish.
Chicken
Worcestershire sauce, chicken strips, a whole rotisserie chicken if you want.
Jalapenos?
Yeah, you get them going if you like it spicy, and I do like it spicy, and you should too. If you've never tried it spicy, you try it spicy. And celery, of course.
But not too spicy. We are in the Midwest. You don't want to be giving out Bloody Marys to, Aunt Kathy, and then all of a sudden her face is burning off because you gave her too much spice.
Well, you got to ask them, spicy or no?
Yeah.
And you got to say that with meaning. You go, spicy, and give them a look. Like you got the devil inside of you you're trying to sweat out. And then go, or no.
Yeah. It's important because Aunt Kathy she thinks that pepper is too hot. So you just got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
Last thing you want is a
She's got that
lawsuit on your
IBS
hand.
thing.
But she got IBS. She's got all that stuff. Last thing you want is a lawsuit on your hands at a tailgate, you know?
That is true.
Yeah,
That's very true. Now, okay, so that
sometimes those lines to get into Lambeau can be a little long. You don't want any issues on your way in.
no, you don't want that spicy to hit you in the wrong
no,
that
places
would
at
be
the wrong
bad,
time.
yeah.
A lot of porta pots there. They'll
Yeah.
always keep your head on a swivel. You can find yourself a porta pot. Good note.
Okay, good.
But now we move on to number 4, and 4 I think is games. Pretty standard games, and I'm gonna list one. Myles can list one because games has a subplot. So bags for sure. Myles.
I think you just got to have a football on hand.
Yep.
Because there's going to be a couple people that just want to toss it back and forth for a few minutes. You're at a football game, for cripe's sake.
Yeah, you use that correctly. Perfect. And also, testicle toss is a great one. It's fun for the whole family.
You know what testicle toss is? And it's not.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 2 golf balls.
Oh, it's not what Aunt Kathy talks about.
No.
Oh, jeez.
God.
Louise.
Oh.
Or Uncle
Hey,
Frank.
Aunt Kathy may not like spicy food, but she sure is spicy.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't
Kathy
think
likes to
Aunt
get down.
Kathy's going to like this episode at all, honestly. Well, so you get your games going. And I will include Giant Jenga in there. I know Myles, I think historically.
I think that's the lamest tailgate game of all time.
I really like Giant Jenga. And bring bar dice. Bar dice is a fantastic It's often overlooked in a tailgate scenario, but there's always the flat white table that you're playing flip cup on or beer pong. You need another one to play bar dice because and I know no one's buying shots at a tailgate. They're usually free. But there are some guys, some old timers there who they cannot be at a game without, or at a tailgate without, getting aces or ship captain crew or whatever in. So, anyways,
that does go overlooked. That was a good one, Charlie.
Yeah, thank you very much. And finally, 5.
What do you got for 5, Charlie?
Here's what I have for 5. This is Lambeau Field. This is the Green Bay Packers. 9 times out of 10, when you go to a Packers game, it's going to be cold as hell. Okay, I mean that's changed a little bit over the years, but it does get cold. Hand warmers.
You don't need to get political here on this podcast, Charlie.
What do you mean?
Come on, man.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Keep going.
How did I get
talking about
political?
global warming is what you're talking about.
Oh, I actually wasn't talking about that, but now that you bring that up, yeah, that's another occurrence too. But hand warmers as you want, and you don't just want hand warmers for your hands, you want them for your feet and your drawers.
So the feet warmers for your feet, or
feet warmers for your feet, junk warmers for your drawers. There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to know. And when we're talking about beer, obviously I'm bringing some Spotted Cow because I got to get Spotted Cow while I'm in Wisconsin.
Oh, Myles.
No Spotted Cow?
Myles has a beef against Spotted Cow.
No.
What?
I think it's totally fine, Myles. I'm more of a...
Do you want to blend in with the rest of Wisconsin, or you want to be unique? You want to follow your own path and have the tailgate of the century, or you just want to have another tailgate? We got
Myles, why don't you tell him how unique he can be drinking Busch Light? Go ahead.
Well, what we found, hey, Charlie's, up until today, he took me to 7 straight bars in Milwaukee without Busch Light. So apparently it's pretty unique here in eastern Wisconsin.
We like our Wisconsin beers here. We got, Lion and Kugels. We got Miller Lite, Miller High Life Light, the champagne of beers, Milwaukee's Best, which is an often overlooked beer, Old Milwaukee.
Just bleep all these out, Jared.
That's not fair. He's got access to the editors. But I do think, whatever beer you want to bring. Let's be honest. Beer's beer. So bring whatever you want.
Great point. I don't know what happened with Myles and Spotted Cow, but
they had a falling out.
Childhood trauma.
Oh, no. Yeah. It wasn't childhood. It was adult trauma. And it wasn't so much trauma for me as it was for them. So... that's all I'd like to say on that. And if you want, you can go watch the video. Go to You Betcha YouTube page. You're just gonna search Busch Light versus Spotted Cow, and then you'll know. You'll know.
Oh boy! All right. Well, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, you stepped.
Well, thanks for taking the time, guys.
He's like, oh, that
yeah,
weird.
I know. Yeah. You bet. Did we help you out? You feeling good that you called in today?
100%.
All right. Well,
I'm excited for you
I feel a lot more
get
confident.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to go to a tailgate. That's gonna be fun.
yeah. And if
Get the real experience.
Yeah.
and we know since you're dealing with water problems out there in Arizona, we'll send you a big pallet of Busch Light. Help fix that. Okay.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Oh yeah, I'll go dump it on the canal or
There you
something
go.
out here.
Fill that.
Keep the people happy.
Yeah. There
You're
you
so
go.
silly, Charlie.
That extra supply.
Oh, you're silly.
Myles isn't
Well, I
happy
appreciate
with
it, guys.
me.
I better get back in there.
Oh, he's
He's
going
like,
let's
I'm
go.
at work.
He's doing the Midwest goodbye to us. Yeah, well, have another beer with us before you go. Come check out the deer freezer. All right.
Best be hitting the old dusty trail.
All right.
All right.
You do it
Out
now.
here it's extra dusty, so
All right.
take care, guys.
We'll see
So,
ya.
yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, I think we gave him. That was good advice.
I think it was so. I mean, we did all,
The
Tailgate
the junk warmers I never thought about.
I mean, it's nice to have a junk
Yeah,
one.
you never-
on those cold days. And
Yeah.
we get them. And you're
Yeah.
outside at Lambeau.
And when it's a cold day, it's hard to get 3 inches through 6 inches of layers.
yeah, that's
When
true.
you gotta take a whiz.
Yeah, that is very true, Miles. That's very.
If you keep it warmer down there, it's
can
easier to get at.
extend a little bit. We've had a lot of.
Go gadget arm. What were you gonna say, Charles?
I was just saying we're having a lot of humor on this podcast that your mother is not going to appreciate.
Oh yeah, she's giving up on me.